watching an edit of your favorite character, you decide to make one yourself. So you go ahead, download Premiere Pro, and open it up. Only to realize it isn't as easy as it looks. But don't worry, because I'm gonna make it easy for you. So the first thing you need to do is open Premiere Pro. After you've opened Premiere Pro, you gotta throw in a scene pack. I'm using the Dexter scene pack, which I found on YouTube. You can find scene packs on Discord, YouTube, Twitter, everywhere, Instagram. Next thing you gotta do is you gotta go into sequence at the top of your screen, where you can change your frame size. So you can do 1920 by 1080, which is like the YouTube resolution. Or if you want just the standard TikTok resolution, that'll be 1080 by 1080, which is the square. Then there's also 1920 by 1440, there's everything, you know what I'm saying? You can look into that, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to be doing 1080 by 1080, because we want that square edit. Next, what you need to do is go through the scene pack and look for the actual clips you want to be using in your edit. So I'm going to be using this clip. Grabbing this clip. And this clip. All I'm doing here is I'm using the keybind Control and C, so Control C, to basically cut the parts I want. Once you cut out all the parts you want in your edit, you can just delete the rest. And it should end up turning out just like this. So you should have 4 or 5 clips, however many you picked out. And they should be like this. Next, this is if you don't want audio in your clips. So just right click it, click unlink, and then you can just select the audio at the bottom and just click delete, and it will delete. So you'll just have the clips. Next thing is, if you want to re-audio clips, you can re-audio clips. But what I'm doing here is I'm basically just shortening each clips, because you don't want the clip to go on for too long and it takes like edit, you know. You'll be doing this to music. So like you could have music at the bottom, which is you'd import it the same way you imported the Dexter scene pack. And I won't be using a song in this edit because copyright reasons for YouTube. I don't want the video to get copyrighted. However, you would match you cutting each clip to like a beat in the song, basically. Anyway, the next thing you do is you would position your clips the way you want them. So what you gotta do is double click the actual image on the screen, like the preview you see, and you can just like wiggle it around. You can hold Control to get the lines that I'm getting on the screen. Just make sure your character's center, because it just makes the edit look better. And yeah, once you've done that, go to the Effects tab on the right and search Lumetri Color. You scroll all the way down because it'll be right at the bottom. Go all the way down, grab Lumetri, and put it on your first clip. Then, go to the Effect Controls panel on the top left, and scroll down to where it says Exposure. Click the little clock. Make sure at the start of the clip when you do this, by the way. And you can put it at 1, you can put it at 2. Then make a second keyframe and make sure that's at 0. Then scroll up, click Lumetri Color, Control C to copy it, and then select all your other clips and paste them onto your other clips so that your other clips get the same effect. If you do want it to go on for a little longer, this effect is just like an exposure effect, so it's just going to be bright at the start and slowly go into the normal color. If you do want it to be going for longer, just make sure there's a bigger space between your keyframes. And if you do want the lights to be brighter, make sure the first keyframe is at 2 or 3 or whatever you like. The next thing you should do is on the right side on the effects panel, just search Unsharp Mask. You can throw Unsharp Mask on your first clip, and then go down where it says radius, just make it 10. And then you can, as you did before, copy the Unsharp Mask bit, and then paste it onto your other clips. And then your clip should look like this. Next, what I want you to do is right click on the project panel, click new, and then create an adjustment to the layer. Drag this adjustment layer above your clips. Just stretch it out from both sides so it's covering your whole edit. Then go to the effects panel and search Gaussian blur. Drag that onto your adjustment layer. And then make sure the blurriness is at 300. And in line with both your clips on the line, click the clock so that it's right in the middle. Also, make sure the blurriness is horizontal or vertical, whichever one you prefer. And then make sure your keyframe's in the middle. 3 to the right of your keyframe, make it 0, and 3 to the left of your keyframe, make it 0. So it creates this effect. Now, if you just copy it, the three keyframes, and then go to the middle of each clip, go back 3 and paste, and then keep going to the in between each clip, go back 3 and paste, you should be able to just finish up this part of the edit, and it will all end up like this. And there you go, you've made your first TikTok edit. If you do want some more tutorials, this is a very simple edit, but it's very basic for everybody to get into making TikTok edits. If you do want to learn more, I'll do some more tutorials of some more advanced stuff. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.